my God. What can I say about that game? What can I say about the Phillies losing the series to the Miami Marlins again? And in the last 23 games, the Phillies are 10-13 against the Miami Marlins. Miguel Rojas just went 7 for 9 in this entire series. He loves to hit against the Phillies. The Marlins love to beat on the Phillies for some odd reason. I don't know why the Phillies cannot beat this bad, godforsaken team. This team sucks, and we cannot beat them at all. I have no idea why. And it's ridiculous. Our pitching, we all know going into the season, our pitching was going to be god-awful, especially that bullpen. And it showed today. Vince Velasquez, don't fall on the train from the summer camp. Don't fall on that train because he sucked today. The bullpen sucked. The only person out of the bullpen that did their job was Hector Neris, and he only had to face 2 batters. That was it. Terrible. Terrible. Vince Velasquez's stat line today. 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. And in the press conference after the game, he was talking about he lost fastball command after the first inning. He lost command of his all-speed pitches after the first inning. How? How do you lose command of your pitches that quickly after 1 inning? And the Phillies offense, they gave him the lead. They gave him the lead 4-0 in the first inning. Bryce Harper hit a 3-1 bomb to make it 3-0, and Jay Bruce hit a triple to score a run. He made it 4-0. And Vince Velasquez, the very next inning, just blows it. He allows a home run to Jesus Aguilar, hits Brian Anderson, allows another base runner, and Rojas hits a home run to tie the damn game. Are you serious? Just blow the lead automatically. You know how depleting that has to be for the offense? Knowing that they gave him 4 runs, and he just threw it away. He just completely threw it away. Awful. Completely awful. The Phillies do manage to make it 5-4 the very next inning. Adam Hazley had himself a day at the plate. He was very good in the leadoff position. And speaking of the lineup, there were some changes today. Andrew McCutchen, Roman Quinn, they were out of the lineup today. Phil Gosselin, for some reason, was not in the lineup after he had a phenomenal night yesterday. Neil Walker was the DH. And Adam Hazley goes into the lineup. Jay Bruce goes right back into the lineup in left field. And Adam Hazley, like I said, he had himself a hell of a day at the batter's box. He went 4 for 6, 2 doubles and a single, and a walk. He had a very nice day at the plate today. Good for Adam Hazley in that leadoff spot. But for the rest of the lineup, even though there were some bright spots, later in that ballgame, we had so many chances to score runs. We had bases loaded 3 times in 4 innings, and we didn't do nothing. It was that bad. Oh my God, in the 5th and the 6th inning, we had bases loaded. Gene Segura, I don't know what you're trying to swing at there, buddy. You have a meatball right down the middle. You don't do anything. You foul it off. And you got to pitch yay high, and you pop it up. Jay Bruce just barely missed it. He got it off the end of the bat and he flies out. The very next inning, it's basically the same thing. Bases loaded, JT Real Muto, meatballs just being served up to him down the middle of the plate. What does he do? He pops up. And Didi Gregorius flies out. It was basically the replication of the 5th inning in that 6th. Basically the replication. And we had bases loaded in the 8th inning for Gene Segura once again. Pops up. Yeah, that bad. That terrible. For some reason, for some god reason, we just can't hit with runners in scoring position. That's been a constant theme in past seasons. Has been a very constant theme. This team cannot hit with runners in scoring position. And it showcased a lot in this series, especially today. Today, 2 for 13 with runners in scoring position. This entire series, 3 for 23 with runners in scoring position. Terrible. Awful. Disgraceful. It was terrible. And speaking of meatballs, like I was saying for a lot of at-bats today, especially to Rhys Hoskins, Bryce Harper, even though he had a home run today, Bryce Harper, there were still a lot of at-bats where he had a lot of batters actually today had some meatballs to hit. They were just throwing them pitches right down the middle, and we're not swinging at them. Why? What are you looking for? You have at least 4 pitches this at-bat that were right down the damn middle, and you're not hitting them at all. What are you looking for? Like, how much do they have to give you for them to swing in it, especially for a guy like Rhys Hoskins? Yeah, he had 3 walks today. He did have a double. But how many bats did he have where he had so many pitches down the middle where he could demolish them? Demolish! And that's what his job is to do. He is a power hitter. He is supposed to demolish pitches that go right down the middle of the plate. And he doesn't do it. He just stands there, looks pretty, and takes the walk. Yeah, granted, any other day when you're not getting pitches during your at-bat, I will take a walk gladly. But when you have so many pitches on an 0-1 count, right down the middle, why aren't you swinging at it? Rhys needs to make contact with the ball. He has to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Why? Just why? I don't know. I just don't know. It's just, oh my God, it's terrible. It is so terrible. And just going back to the pitching. I want to go back to the pitching because it was so bad. It was so bad, man. And Cole Irvin comes in. Bad. He allows a couple of hits. They score a run. 6-5 Marlins. 6-5. And then get this. He comes back out again during the 5th or the 6th inning, I believe. And he allows another 2 runners on. He gets pulled for McClain. And Brian Anderson comes up. Guess what happens on the first pitch? Bomb. See ya. Goodbye. 9-6 Marlins. Marlins put a 9 spot on the board on the first pitch from McClain. First pitch. Terrible. Terrible. And the Marlins tack on a couple more runs to make it 11-6. They make it 11-6. It's bad. It's so terrible right now. If you look at the rest of the bullpen stat line, so you go to Cole Irvin, pitched 1 inning. 1 inning, 5 hits, 4 earned runs. McClain, 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 earned run. And Nick Pivetta, oh boy. Nick Pivetta, why did he come out today? He pitched 3 1/3 innings. He was out there for a while. He was out there for a long time too many. And get this, when I said the Marlins tacked on a couple more runs, one of those runs was a bomb by Corey Dickerson. Matt Klintek, it would have been nice to sign Corey Dickerson to a contract. He wouldn't have made the team. This guy is a 300 hitter. Why is Corey Dickerson not on the Phillies? Why does Matt Klintek just let him walk? I don't understand it. It would be very nice to have a guy like Corey Dickerson coming off of the bench and playing every other day. That would be very nice. It'd also be very nice to put some actual guys in the damn bullpen. It would be very nice for that to happen. A lot of guys, we just cut them during summer camp. Liriano we cut, but Norris we cut. Get some veterans in the bullpen. No, we don't need that. We're the Phillies. We can rely on guys that we just never heard of. Guys that don't belong in the majors. And we'll just throw them out there, send them out to the dogs, and let them do their thing. And you know what? This was doing their thing. You sent Cole Irvin out there. He sucks. McClain sucks. Nick Pivetta sucks. Terrible. The only guy, like I said, to do his job out of the bullpen today was Hector Neris. And there was only, 2, 3 guys that you can rely on out of that bullpen. And they're all in the end spot. They're all in the last set of the bullpen. Jose Alvarez, Tommy Hunter, Hector Neris. Those are the only guys you can rely on out of that bullpen. Just, oh my goodness. My goodness. You lose a series, the opening series to the Miami Marlins. They destroy you today. You get embarrassed. You have the bases loaded 3 times in this game, and you don't score on any of those. Terrible runners in scoring position. We left a lot of pitches right down the middle, just not swinging at anything. Just not taking pitches right down the middle, and I don't know, just some reason there's a lot of at-bats. Specifically for a guy like JT Realmuto, he had a lot of pitches, especially with the bases loaded, when there were pitches right down the middle. It looked like he was trying to swing for the fences the entire time. Stop trying to swing for the fences. Get the ball in play and score some runs. That's how you win ball games. And granted, even though I said with the 16-team expanded playoff format that the Phillies had a chance, their chances are still very slim, just because you can't do anything in this league without pitching. Look at what the teams did last year. Look at what the Washington Nationals did last year when they won the World Series. They had pitching. Teams that win in this league have pitching. Your lineup can only take you so far. And the Phillies, yes, they have a very deep lineup, but that can only take you very far when you only have 2 good starters in your rotation, and 2, when you don't have a bullpen. That's not going to take you very far in this league, especially in a shortened season, especially when there's a 16-team playoff format, and your chances are still very slim. That is bad. And I don't know. The Phillies need to do something to fix this. The front office, I don't know what their idea was this year with not fixing the problems with the bullpen, not fixing the problems with the starting rotation. Yes, you got Zach Wheeler, but you still got to deal with Vince Velasquez. Credit, he's going to start again against the Blue Jays. He is still getting a chance. And I don't even blame Joe Girardi because he's been thrown into this mess and just handle it. He's been given a terrible bullpen. He's only been given 2 starting pitchers. Yeah, the lineup is good, but I don't blame it at all. It's only his 3rd game as a manager for the Phillies. He's been thrown into this fire. It's terrible. The front office just hasn't done their job to fix what is broken, what is not working. Leaving guys in the bullpen that are just don't belong in the majors, or they're basically just no names at this point. You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be relying on a bullpen like that. And when you have guys like Vince Velasquez, Jake Arrieta, Zach Eflin, maybe you want to throw Nick Pivetta into the starting position, they're never going to go deep in the ball games. You're going to have to rely on that bullpen a lot. And credit, when Aaron Nola wants to give you a good start, it's still not a knock to Aaron Nola. He has his games where he has very good starts. It's still that situation where he has that one bad inning and he gets taken out of the ball game. A lot of the pitchers, I can only trust Aaron Nola and Zach Wheeler to going deep in the ball games. I can't trust Vince Velasquez, can't trust Jake Arrieta, can't trust Zach Eflin. Even though Zach Eflin, he's out of those 3 I trust the most, but that's still very slim. It's not good enough. It's not good enough at all. And they have to fix it. They really have to do something about this. Because if they want to compete this year in the 60-game season, and they need to fix something with this bullpen. And credit, Spencer Howard was playing for the taxi squad today, the same day as Vince Velasquez is pitching. Even though Spencer Howard is definitely going to be called up in the next week or so, just because he's only down there so they can save the extra year on his contract and they don't lose it, which is a very smart idea from the business standpoint. I can't wait for Spencer Howard to be called up. Even though it's not guaranteed he's going to go out there and dominate, he is still going to be your 3rd best pitcher in that rotation because he's going to get thrown right into the rotation when he comes up, especially when that happens. And honestly, I can't wait for a guy like Alec Boehm to also be called up because maybe he might be called up. Maybe he might stay with the taxi squad the entire season, but we'll just have to wait. I think it's the same situation with Spencer Howard, so they don't lose the year on their contracts. But we need some type of spark. Even though this is only the 3rd game of the season, I don't have faith in the rest of the rotation. I don't have faith in the bullpen. And pitching, and deep lineup only brings you so far. You win in this league with good pitching. You win in this league with very good pitching. And that's what the Phillies do not have. They have 2 good starters. That is it. And they have 3 guys in the back of the bullpen. That is it. They don't have a bullpen. They don't have the end of the rotation fixed out. They need to get it settled because the offense, imagine how depleting that is when your starting pitcher goes out there when he has the 4-0 lead and he blows it. You know how depleting that could be? Even though the Phillies offense had many chances this game to score runs. They had 3 bases loaded chances. Didn't do anything about that. Yes, that goes on the offense as well. But you know how depleting that can be when your pitcher just goes out there when you have the lead and he blows it instantly? That is very depleting. I don't know. I don't understand. I couldn't understand how they feel. Because do they even trust their pitchers when they get all those runs? Just imagine if they go out there, oh, we scored 4 runs. Oh, there goes the lead. It's just, I don't know how they feel. And that has to be very depleting when that happens. It's just ridiculous. And it's just mind-boggling because we're going into a series against the New York Yankees for the next 4 games. 2 here, 2 in New York. We're facing J-Happ and Garrett Cole the next 2 days. Yeah, Garrett Cole. And who's going up against them? Jake Arrieta goes up tomorrow against J-Happ. And then Zach Eflin goes up against Garrett Cole. That's going to be very, very fun. And I would assume when they go to the Bronx, it's going to be Aaron Nola and Zach Wheeler. And then we face the Blue Jays after that, which also, the Blue Jays series is going to be played at Citizens Bank Park. It was originally scheduled to be in Toronto, but with the whole situation going on, since they can't play in Canada due to the COVID-19, they were struggling to find where to play this season. So they're going to be playing in Buffalo, but the stadium's not up to par yet. They have to get it settled out. So they're going to be spending a lot of their time on the road before they play their first home game. Credited why this series against the Blue Jays is going to be at home. So the Phillies really have a tough task ahead of them. And after the Blue Jays, they face the Marlins again. We have to face the Marlins twice. 2 series in 2 weeks. That's going to be very fun. I don't know. I just don't understand why we can't beat this team. I don't understand why this team has our number. I just don't get it. Because they suck against the rest of the league. Why us? Why are they so good against us? That's a question that everyone is asking right now, and no one has the answers for. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, everyone. And like I said, the chances for the 16-team playoff format, even though I do have faith for the Phillies, the faith is still very slim. They have a very slim chance because of their pitching. Their pitching is that bad. It was on Showcase today. So, what are your thoughts on this game? What are your thoughts on Vince Velasquez poor outing, the bullpen, the offense missing 3 chances with the bases loaded? And just don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. Don't forget to drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next time.